Doubt, your greatest coach. There's a moment in every person's life when the voice inside grows louder than the world outside. It's that quiet whisper that says, "Don't do it, not yet, you're not ready." Most people run from that voice. They call it fear, they call it insecurity, they call it weakness. But what if that voice, the one that stops you, is actually trying to help you? What if that voice is not your enemy, but your greatest coach? Growing up as a young salesman, I was hungry to prove myself. I was eager, hopeful, desperate to make something happen. I'd sit at my desk, staring at a glowing computer screen. The cursor blinked, steady and patient, beside a phone number I knew I needed to call. Blink, blink, blink. With every blink, my courage shrank just a little more. And that's when it began. The voice of doubt elbowed its way into my head. "Don't call. He's not interested. The property's too far north. Someone else will get it." It didn't scream, it whispered, and that whisper carried the weight of 1,000 reasons not to act. I'd stand up, stretch, and head for the water cooler. A perfect escape disguised as productivity. Someone would call out, "Hey, how was your weekend?" And before I knew it, I was knee-deep in a conversation about garage cleaning, barbecues, and football. 15 minutes gone. By the time I returned to my desk, I had convinced myself I was getting ready. And when I finally looked back at my computer, an email flashed across the screen. "Lawn equipment sale ends soon." That's when it hit me. Doubt owned me. The realization. I wasn't in charge of my future. Doubt was. It was subtle, intelligent, persuasive. It spoke in reason. It spoke in logic. It disguised itself as safety, and yet it stole my confidence. It stole my opportunities. It stole the very future I claimed to be building. That moment changed me, because I realized doubt knew me better than I knew myself. It knew every fear I'd ever buried. It knew every weakness I refused to face. It knew every time I'd said, "I can't," or "I'll try later." So I made a decision. If doubt knew me that well, I was going to turn it into my teacher. If doubt could predict my hesitation, then maybe, just maybe, it could also point me to the places I needed to grow. And that's when I asked the question that changed my life. What if doubt is my greatest teacher? What if doubt is my greatest coach? The shift. When I stopped running from doubt and started listening to it, something changed. I discovered that doubt isn't random. It's a signal, a direct line to the subconscious. Every time you hesitate, that hesitation is pointing somewhere, back to a decision you once made about yourself. Maybe as a child you decided you weren't enough. Maybe as a teenager you decided it was safer not to try. Maybe as an adult you decided you were already too late. Those decisions sink deep. They become your programming. And that's where doubt is born. Doubt is not an accident. It's a map of your old beliefs. When you understand that, you stop asking, "How do I silence doubt?" And you start asking, "What is doubt trying to teach me?" Because to doubt is human. To listen, learn, and move beyond it, that's wisdom. 2 decisions. Pick one. Every time doubt appears, there are 2 paths. 1, the decision to stop, quit, and turn back. 2, the decision to lean forward, move to action, question your past decision that is stopping you. Ask yourself, what must happen in order to fix this? Listen to the answer and take action. Most people choose the first one. They call it being realistic. They call it playing it safe. But safe has a price, and that price is your potential. I learned something powerful. Doubt doesn't appear when you move. It appears when you don't. Doubt grows in the absence of action. It feeds on hesitation. It thrives in silence. And the moment you move, even just a step, loses its power. So when in doubt, lean forward, move to action. That one shift, that one idea can change your entire life. The voice is inside. As I began to study doubt instead of fighting it, I noticed something else. There are really 2 voices inside every one of us. The first is the God voice, the higher intelligence that whispers in calm certainty. It says things like, "Do this, go there, stop now." It speaks in feeling, not fear. The second is the voice of doubt. It's louder. It's repetitive. It speaks in what-ifs. It tells you all the ways things could go wrong. But here's the truth. Both voices are yours. You are both the whisper and the echo. You are both the fear and the faith. You are the question and the answer. And once you realize that, you can decide which one to listen to. You decide which one is speaking from your past and which one is speaking your potential, your purpose, your mission. Choose the transformation. Doubt stopped being my enemy the day I realized it wasn't saying, "Don't do it, It was saying, find out more. It wasn't saying, you can't. It was saying, you don't know how yet. Doubt was never trying to destroy me. It was trying to protect me from failure, from pain, from rejection. But protection can also become a prison. So instead of shutting doubt down, I started asking it better questions. What don't I know yet? What's missing here? What can I learn? And slowly, the voice of fear became a voice of focus. Lesson. Now I know doubt is instinct. It's meant to keep you safe. But growth isn't safe. It's uncertain. It's uncomfortable. It's raw, and that's why doubt shows up. Not to stop you, but to test your willingness to act without knowing the outcome. Because where there is doubt, there is a question waiting to be answered. And when you answer it, doubt disappears. The truth. Today I see doubt differently. I see it as a coach, a personal trainer for my spirit. Every time it says, you can't. I hear, let's see if you can. Every time it whispers, you're not ready, I answer, then I'll get ready. Every time it says, don't move, I lean forward. Because that's the game. That's the lesson. That's the work. What you have learned. The recap. To doubt is human. To listen, learn, then move past doubt is wisdom. There are two decisions when in doubt. The decision to turn back or the decision to move forward. Doubt is a decision you made when you thought, I don't know. Once you understand that you are the inner voice of doubt and you can control the voice of doubt, success is yours. You now know your inner voice is you repeating back to yourself your past decisions and rules. You now know your inner voice is you repeating back to yourself your failures and successes. Your inner voice of doubt is the voice to make a change, not a voice you are broken. Doubt is instinct, and instinct is here to protect you. Your instinct of doubt is not saying don't do it. Your instinct of doubt is saying get more information. The invitation. So let me ask you something. What is your biggest doubt? What fear, what hesitation owns you? What are the exact words that the voice of doubt is saying? What is your answer? Really think about it. What is your answer to your biggest doubt? Because right there, in that exact place, is your greatest opportunity. That's your turning point. That's your breakthrough. So the next time doubt shows up, don't hide from it. Don't fight it. Listen to it, learn from it, and then move. Because your greatest coach has been with you all along. It just speaks in whispers.